You there, hello. What you're about to watch is very dangerous. No, I'm not going to do that joke again. Hey guys, it's another top 10 Transformer robot video of the figures that came out in the year. What can I say, man? This was a really great year for Transformers. With Siege, with Studio Series, with Siege, with more Siege, and also there's some pretty cool model kit stuff as well. There is some Gundam on this list as well, but I'm going to do the same thing that I did all the other years. I'm going to be separating the action figures from the robots from the pickups. So it's going to be action figures that are not transforming or Gundams. It is going to be robots like Transformers and Gundam. And it's going to be things just in general that I got this year that were not released this year. So anyways, all these were released in 2019. And first up at number 10, we have the Flame Toys IDW model kit of Optimus Prime. This thing's really great, man. I just built the Thundercracker, actually, but I don't like it as much as this Optimus. This Optimus just poses way better. It feels way better. Something about the Thundercracker, I enjoy it, but I feel like the waist has too many joints and he just kind of wants to fall back all the time. But Optimus doesn't have that issue. The Thundercracker has some really big bad foil stickers that just bubble up and you can't get them to look good. But hey, this Optimus, I mean, these are stickers right here and those look perfectly fine. It's just a really good kit. It's a really good action figure. Poses great. Moves great. It's nice to have a good IDW Optimus Prime in my collection. I'm fighting burps right now. That's why I'm sounding a little weird, because every time I'm making a video, I want to burp as I speak, because I don't speak this much normally in my life. So I'm actually a pretty silent person. But there we go. There's IDW Optimus at number 10, the model kit from Flame Toys. It's just really nice, man. Look at that. It's just so good. Look at how that hinges up. Isn't it so sweet? Anyways, there we go. Number 10. Jeez, what was next on the list? Next. Oh yeah, it was Ratchet. I'm pretty sure it was Ratchet. But yeah, I love the Siege Ironhide Ratchet mold. And I like Ratchet just a little bit more because I kind of prefer Ratchet as a character. And I was so happy to find this thing. This was one of the few things, excuse me, let's try to actually speak coherently today, that I found kind of like in a toy hunt. I was hunting for this thing, and it was so satisfying to finally find it, and now I just see it everywhere. But yeah, I love me some Ratchet. I'm happy this came out. Really nice, chunky Siege figure. I'm just worried they're going to make an Earthrise one that makes me not like this thing as much, because I would rather have an Earth mode version, but hey, you know what? It's okay. What's next then? Number 10, 9, 8. I can't keep count. Number 8, I'm going to give to Shockwave. Siege Shockwave. What can I say, man? Look at this thing. This is the ultimate Shockwave. I don't like all the little parts you get. I'm not really into those. I don't really need those. But I'm telling you what, man, this is the best Shockwave they've ever made. It looks great, it feels great, it poses great. It's Shockwave. It's finally, after so long, a Voyager-sized Shockwave that we can have in our classics collections. Now, granted, yes, it's a leader class, and it comes with tons of accessories that no one would have asked for. They should have just sold it as a Voyager class. What was their problem? But you know what? I can forgive it because they delivered on a very nice action figure. So that is definitely my number 8. And number 7 is actually going to go to the only Gunpla on this list. So I got to level with you guys. I didn't get a lot of the 2019 Gunpla. I will get them eventually, but these are 2 of the 3 2019 kits that I've actually built. I also built the Arjarja, but I just didn't get around to getting a lot of them in the year. I have the Death Army on order, but it didn't come in enough time. I just literally today got the Silver Bullet Suppressor, but I haven't built it yet, so it can't be on the list. But man, the HG, I shouldn't call them HGUC. The HG Sandrock and Maganak are really great. The Maganak is just a really nice army builder. It's just a nice soldier kit. It's a nice grunt. And the Sandrock is a very nice Gundam. A very nice Gundam. It really makes me want the rest of Operation Meteor right now, right this instant. But unfortunately, we get what we get, and that's what we got. And yes, it is 2 kits occupying 1 spot. Kill me, I don't care. But there's some other kits I definitely want to get. Like, I want to get the Re-100 Zaku 2 FZ, or Kai, if you want to call it that. I want to get that at some point, but I haven't yet. Anyways, though, that is that. Next up, number 6. Ooh. Impactor. He's really great. Or Impactor. I like calling him Impactor. I think it just sounds a little cooler. But yeah, that Autobot character that you only really know if you read comic books, and I don't read comic books, so I don't really know him too much as a character, but hey, he's a really great toy, and I love him. I love the sculpt. I love the paint. I love the color scheme on him, too. Just look at him. He's so nice. And I feel like some people would have wanted to see it. There's a close-up of the Sandrock. I just like looking at it. There we go. Anyways, yeah, look at him. He's really nice. I love his colors. They really pop. He feels like he could have been released any time within the past 9 years, and that's a good thing. I'm saying it as a good thing. He feels like he could have been an old Generations toy. I'm talking before it was Generations 30th I'm talking Generations. He feels like that, and I really love that feel. It's been a while since we've had a new Transformer that you open it out of the box, and it feels like that. I don't like that the deluxes are in boxes now, though. I like the card backs. I like taking a Transformer off a card back, but unfortunately that is a thing of the past. Anyways, though, that was number 6. Number 5, let's take a little trip over here for number 5. I would have done a jump cup. I didn't feel like it. Number 5 is going to Omega Supreme. He was too big to take off the shelf, so here you go. Omega Supreme's really great. Look at him. He is massive. He's not as big as Fort Max and Metroplex, and I wouldn't want him to be. He's pretty eye level with Trypticon and a little taller than Devastator, and I'm really okay with that. He's just big and massive and great and cool, and he's probably the best kind of Titan class figure we've gotten. I like him more than Trypticon and the two guys behind him. It's kind of funny, though, with how I had to display him with his giant wings. He's kind of tilted over, and you can't see Metroplex's face unless you're standing right here. This is like the place you have to be standing to see everybody, which is a little upsetty, but hey, at least it's not spaghetti. Number 4 goes to Siege Spinister because, oh my gosh, Spinister is like the best thing ever. Oh my gosh, please buy Spinister. Ooh. Yeah, Spinister is like my favorite thing. He's definitely my favorite deluxe of the year. I think I decided that. The more I've messed with Spinister, the more I just love him. He is just so great. I love posing him around. He just feels nice. And he poses like a dream. Look at that tilt. Look at that. And then he's just got this cool persona to him. It's like, because he's Spinister, it's like, how does he fight? And he's got these guns where you can just kind of do them however you want. You can have him holding them. I really like him as like a dual, like a quad gun on one arm. You can have him mounted to his arms. And look at that. He's just so nice. I just see him, if you've watched The Mandalorian, you know how IG-11 like spins around? Because his name is Spinister. I just see him like fighting and he's just like spinning the whole time. Just going like pew pew, like just contorting himself in really cool ways. Because he's Spinister and he's sinister. He's kind of one of those G1 Nobody characters. So, hey, I like making stuff up about a robot I bought with my money from time to time. So yeah, Siege Spinister, definitely number 3. I gave it some thought. And I just love that thing. I've not been able to put it down since I got it. But, wait, you're number 4. You're not number 3. What am I talking about? Number 3 goes to Siege, Leader Class, Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. And that is because I love Transformer Cybertron. And I love this thing. I actually would have put, if this thing did not exist, Ultra Magnus would be on the list. But it wouldn't be as high up. I love the Ultra Magnus mold. The Ultra Magnus Siege figure is really fun. I feel like a lot of people just kind of forget about it. They're not really too worried. But look at this thing, man. It's really nice. A lot of people still prefer the old one, and that's okay. I really still love the old one for different reasons, but I love the new one for different reasons as well. I prefer the size of this new one. I like that it's smaller. I like that it just has some more chunk when it comes to being like a more articulated action figure rather than just being uber chunk toy. Even though the old one is still amazing, it just doesn't pose like this. It doesn't, look as badass. It looks very super robot, and I love that about it. But this is just, look, it's the face, man. Look at that. He will kill you. He will kill you. I love this thing. Definitely my number 3. But it's not my number 2 or my number 1, because those cannot be beat. So yeah, I love this thing, right? But it still did not beat, after all this time, it just could not beat Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. This is the only studio series on the list, but this thing is just so good. So the Bumblebee movie was amazing, right? It was amazing. It was the best movie I could have asked for something like that. And Optimus Prime kicked ass in it, and they made a very kick-ass toy of him. It's really film accurate, honestly. It's kind of based off some concept art, but the concept art wasn't that different from what you actually got in the movie. It poses really great, as you can see. It looks amazing. I mean, it's not like the 3-0 Deluxe figure, but for a $30 Voyager from the main line, the robot mode, besides this, is pretty much free of kibble, and the vehicle mode is, in my opinion, including masterpieces, the most actual real-world faithful flat cab semi Hasbro has ever made. It's amazing, man. It's such an amazing figure, and I love it. Definitely my number 2. What can I say, man? Definitely my number 2. But it didn't beat the number 1, which this guy actually got dethroned. He would have been number 1 if this thing hadn't have happened. Number 1, the reason why the camera is kind of higher up. You may be wondering, why is there so much blank space? What is this? That freaking... What's that show called? I haven't watched it. Mr. Robot. How they always have the empty space up top. I feel like I've referenced that in a video before. But anyways, number 1 goes to movie masterpiece Megatron. I don't really do a lot of masterpieces, but I love movie 1 Megatron, and this isn't the actual masterpiece Megatron. This is the, what was like, Honey Badger knockoff, where it's actually painted well, because the actual official one isn't painted good at all. And this one's all silver. He is all business. He will kill you in your sleep. Actually, I hope he doesn't do that. Yeah, he's really nice to pose. I've only transformed him a couple times, but his transformation's pretty fun. It's mostly this robot mode. It's gorgeous. It's what I've always wanted out of a movie 1 Megatron. I'm so happy it exists. And movie 1 Optimus was my favorite last year of the masterpiece. It was the Legendary Toys knockoff. This is my favorite this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting more masterpiece movie figures. I just don't know. I can't really tell you. But when it comes down to it, this Megatron is... I don't like it more than the Optimus, I can tell you that. Optimus is still my number 1 out of these. But this Megatron is an easy number 2. Look at that. One of my favorite Transformers for sure. That list probably would need updated after getting this. It's gorgeous, and I love it. Anyways, though, there we go. There's my top 10 robots of 2019. I decided not to include any honorable mentions in these list videos this year because I just didn't feel like it. I have enough going on as is. I don't need to be grabbing more stuff. But there we go. There's my top 10. Hope you guys enjoyed. You may be wondering, why wasn't Spinister, not Spinister, oh my gosh, he's right there. Why wasn't Springer on here? Because they weren't on my top 10. Anyways, there we go. Let me know what your top 10 favorite robots were in the description below, even if they're just Transformers, even if they're just Gundam, even if they're not even either of those. Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my social media links and my frequently asked questions down in the description below. Have a good day. See you in the next video. Ta-ta!